Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Cyril Marchetti. Website in the top is usgamesinc.com if you're interested, if you want to check that out. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Okay, what do we have for Taurus? Very quiet to start with. Things seem orderly. Quiet, orderly. Are we upset about that? No, I don't think so. The Knight of Wands over to the side. Is the Knight of Wands an issue or not? It's just kind of floating around here, this Knight of Wands going on here. It doesn't seem like the Knight of Wands is really causing an issue for you at the moment. But I feel like the Knight of Wands... What is up with the Knight of Wands? That's not really a compatible energy for Taurus, usually. Not usually. The Death card and then the Two of Pentacles. Are you considering moving this connection out of the equation? Which doesn't mean that, like, for example, if this is a family member or a friend, doesn't mean you're not going to talk to them anymore, but it might be like when I plan events going forward, I'm just not going to take them into account. If they show up, cool. If they don't, just as cool. I feel like I'm just making up my mind about how I'm going to deal with this energy from here forward. Although, I think what they're going to warn you about is this person is making a final decision in some respect. Whoever this is, just to be fair, the way it seems to me is they have just as difficult a time relating to you as you do relating to them. The way they handle life and the way you handle life, light years apart here. I'm not feeling like a bad energy. I'm just feeling like an easily like it doesn't connect. This does not connect. I'm getting the Death card with this person in the Two of Pentacles. I feel like they're about to make a long-term decision to disconnect. And to you, it's going to seem like it's random and it may not be permanent. Thing is, they're making a permanent decision. They just don't realize they're making a permanent decision. It's coming up. Especially with Taurus. Once you remove somebody from a situation, again, even if like it's family or friend, you still might be friends with them, but if you're like, they're not going to be a part of this, whatever this is, then they're not a part of this, and you don't really look back. It doesn't seem like you usually do. That's just bare Taurus energy, if that's how you're connecting to it. And they're making a decision to walk away permanently. I feel like they're literally letting go. They might be letting you know. How are they letting you know is my question. I don't know if it's a conversation, because I'm seeing these two cards. And I'm noticing the parchment on both. Well, the parchment on this one flying away, and then the book, which is I feel like they might be writing it. Some people might be doing it, which might be considered old-fashioned at this point, where they literally write it down with pencil and paper or pen and paper or whatever. They might literally write it down and send it to you in the mail, or write you a literal note and leave it on the table. There might be a literal handwritten note. Could be. There's other ways to get those messages across, voicemail, texting, email. There's a lot of different ways to do this, right? But for the most part, I feel like a lot of you are getting a disconnected message, like not where somebody's having a conversation with you, but they're like, even if it's a video, it's like a video where they recorded it and sent it to you. I don't see them conversing with you. I feel them just informing you, especially because I see the King of Swords on their side with these connecting cards, which really makes me feel like they're just informing you of what they're going to be doing going forward. beepy phone. I gotta turn that phone off. I don't know. I almost feel like this is just kind of like this is where it's going. I don't see you really liking it at first. And it's kind of like, oh, here we go again. I feel like this is one of those, oh, here we go again. I don't think so. Whatever's going on here, this person does have their random moments, and maybe more than not. But whatever this decision is, this is like one of those where, you say goodbye to your job, you sell your house, and you move to maybe even another country. Not just another, like at least 300 miles away or more. And when they do that, they create a whole new ecosystem to create what they need to create, and they go into a whole new ecosystem, and like they don't look back. I feel like this is the type of change they might be making, to where it's so far away from you that it just doesn't come back. I feel like the Hanged Man coming in with all this too was very interesting to me, because I feel like it's just a matter of time before this happens. It's something they've been thinking about, but it's like the point of no return. When they do this, it's done. It's kind of like if you divorce somebody. For a lot of people, that's the end of the road. Once in a while, people reconcile. That does happen. That's a thing. I know. But for you, I'm getting, well, if this is over, then this is over. It's coming. I feel like they're letting you know it's coming. Again, I'm getting another thing with messages. I feel like you're being informed of this. I don't feel like you're being talked with. There's no conversation. It's just being informed. And I feel like there's a history here where you've seen this person make similar changes before. And I feel like if you look at how they've been, once in a while they make a big change. And when you make certain big changes, you can't return. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, when you move out of a place, when you sell your house to somebody else, usually they won't sell it back to you just on a whim. You know what I mean? It's kind of that type of change. And I feel like if you look at this person, you can look at the history and you can see where this type of change has happened in their life before. And this is what they're heading towards, that type of change. It's kind of like they're due for that type of change. Maybe it's like every 5 years or so, they move to a different town, and they're up for that change. Except this time, again, it's not just a different town. It's going to be maybe a different country. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I keep wanting to say country. I'm based in the U.S. and we have a lot of states here. But even like Canada is fairly close. People can move to Canada. People can move to Mexico. There's other places y'all can move to, obviously. Anywhere. You can go to New Zealand, like, you know what I'm saying. But I'm getting it's a change like that, and it makes me feel like when they move to this new situation, I don't see them face to face anymore. I feel like you're not going to see these people whoever this is, you're not going to see them face to face. Even if they're a relative, I don't think it's going to be very rare, at the very least, that you'll see them face to face. Very rare. That phone, I'll tell you. Now it's just taunting me. Is there anything else I could say with this? Like, is there something else Taurus needs to know about this situation that I haven't mentioned yet? Page of Cups and the Justice card. I don't see you completely emotionally detaching from this person at any point, but I also get with the Justice card kind of like this is just where it needs to go next, and the other person's in control. They're making their decision. It's completely on them. This is what they want to do. This is where they want to go. It's very interesting to me that the Two of Pentacles, it showed up in the dice too before. It's a long-term change. They make a lot of random choices, but certain random choices have long-term effects. This is one of them. I see chakra balancing on your side too. And I see you kind of like standing here with the Fool energy in the sense of like, I'm hoping this goes better than it looks like it's going to go. I feel like what they're saying, just make peace with what's coming next. Try to keep a positive connection if at all possible. I feel like this is more about making peace with what's coming. I don't see you being able to change this person's direction. Not even sure you'd want to, but it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to change their total direction, but I'm really not a fan of what's coming next. It just seems like it's lackluster for you. You're like, I don't really think I really like how this is going. They're working towards this. They're making their decision. They don't totally know what's coming next. That's a part of this. But again, some short-term decisions have long-term consequences, and I feel like that's what's coming up with this one. They're making their bed, they're going to sleep in it, and then they're going to learn to like it, to tell you the truth. It's not bad for them. It's just one of those things that I feel like you're looking at like, no, I wouldn't really advise this. This isn't really what I would want. But they're doing what they want to do, and that's the best we can do with it. Is there anything else I could say to this that would help you or make more sense of this? I think we're there. They're just trying to give you a heads up that this is happening. Other person's in control. They're making their choice. The sooner you're able to make peace with it, the easier it's going to be for you. I feel like it's just making peace with it. Because I don't really see you having control of anything here. I feel like they're just giving you a heads up that this is coming, so you can be ready for it and you can handle it or process it as you need to, so you can go into the next phase. This person, their energy does seem to be diminishing, though. Definitely diminishing from your life. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.